News today. Tribal Christian is beheaded. 3 are shot dead in Manipur, India. History of Christianity in Nigeria. Akeredolu extends medical leave. Writes Ondo Assembly. Power of Covenants. Reverend Oluwarotimi and others receive Reality Youth Excellence Award. You are welcome to Reality Christian News today. These are the highlights of the news. India's Supreme Court has called on the government in the northern eastern state of Manipur to provide an updated status report on the situation in the region after a tribal Christian was beheaded and 3 others were shot dead on Sunday. A man identified as David Tek was beheaded in Langza, a tribal village in the district of Choranchkapor, home of Kuki-Zo tribes, as reported by Fox Post. One resident told the outlet that Tek was one of several village volunteers who protected the village from looters as other residents fled from danger. The news comes amid an ongoing conflict between the majority Hindu Metis and Kuki-Zomi tribes that began on May 3. So far, at least 137 people have been killed in the conflict. The Christian Post reports the violence in Manipur escalated following a High Court ruling calling on the state government to respond to the Metis' request for a tribal status, which would provide the majority community economic benefits and quotas in government jobs and education. The conflict has resulted in displaced villagers, arson, and rampant violence. Christians in Nigeria comprise an estimated 49.3% of the population. Christians are dominant in the southern, southeast, south-south, southwest, and central region in Nigeria. According to the Pew Research Center, Nigeria has the largest Christian population of any country in Africa, with more than 80 million persons in Nigeria belonging to the church with various denominations. Spasmodic missionary activity started in Benin in 1515 when some Catholic missionaries set up a school in the Oba's palace for his sons and the sons of his chiefs, who were converted to Christianity. The Catholics, through the influence of the Portuguese traders, were the first missionaries to set foot on Nigerian soil, instrumental in converting a good number of slaves to Christianity. One of the slaves that was instrumental to the advent of Christianity in Nigeria was Samuel Ajayi Crowther, who was captured by the age of 12 by Fulani slave raiders and sold to Portuguese slave traders. Ajayi Crowther later regained his freedom and became the first African to be ordained bishop by the Christian Missionary Society, CMS. Additionally, Crowther was a pioneer of local Christian missionary work in the country, and he was pivotal in the translation of the Bible into Yoruba language. Over the years, Christianity has grown rapidly. In 1953, the percentage of the Christian population was 21.4%, and that percentage has doubled to over 50%, with over 75 million Christians in Nigeria. Currently, the southern part of the country is dominated by Christians, while the northern part is composed of predominantly Muslims. Recent estimates put the percentage of Nigeria's population that practice Christianity between 40% to 49.3%. Of that percentage, about 74% are Protestants, 25% Roman Catholic, while the rest are split among other Christian denominations. Akeredolu extend leaves, writes Ondo Assembly. Governor Rotimi Akeredolu of Ondo State has written to the State House of Assembly requesting for an extension of his medical leave. The Speaker of the Assembly, Olamide Oladiji, confirmed the receipt of the letter in Akure, the state's capital. Akeredolu said in the letter that the request was sequel to doctors' advice on the need for him to take adequate rest after recuperating. Receiving the letter on behalf of other lawmakers, the Speaker said The governor's action was in line with Section 190 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Oladiji, who expressed appreciation to God for the speedy recovery of the governor, expressed optimism that he will soon resume his duties. Akeredolu, in the letter, said his deputy, Lucky Ayedatiwa, will continue to act as governor until there is a written declaration to the contrary. Recall that in the governor's letter, dated June 5, had informed the assembly of proceeding on medical leave and was expected to resume on July 6. They said, despite his speedy recovery, we strongly urge our dear governor to prioritize rest and complete recuperation before resuming his duties. Covenant is the only secret to any success in life. Power of Covenant is a message going on every Sunday by Pastor Oluwarotimi Peter. Join us again this Sunday between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. for this powerful message on Reality TV. Reality Youth, in celebrating this year youth anniversary, recognize some eminent, outstanding ministers with good names and kingdom achievements with awards. Among them is Pastor Oluwarotimi Peter, who was given an award of excellence in ministration. Also, Pastor Lawrence Adeyomo was given an award of stewardship in evangelism. And lastly was Evangelist Olatunji Adetola, who was given an award of stewardship in evangelism. Join us again next week on Reality Christian News. I am Omoniyi Oluwadamilola. Stay tuned and remain blessed.